I'm Tom, Head of Content and Senior Teacher here at Intrepid English. And today I want to talk about how to use articles. So let's start with a general rule about when to use the articles a and an. It's important to know that a and an respond to the word that comes after it. What this means is, if the first letter of the word preceding it makes a vowel sound, A, E, I, O, U, then you use the article an. For example, I saw an elephant. Can I have an ice cream? I've never eaten an octopus. If the first letter of the word preceding it makes a consonant sound, B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y, Z, then you use the article a. For example, I'd like a milkshake. Could I have a coffee, please? I would like to buy a kite. So we use a and an depending on the word that immediately follows the article. This may not always be the noun. For example, Emma is a doctor. Doctor is the noun. Emma is an enthusiastic doctor. Enthusiastic is the adjective. Now, let's move on to more specific contexts. We use a or an with countable singular nouns to make clear to the reader who or what we are talking about. For example, police are searching for a 15-year-old boy, or she is an aunt of mine. We also use a or an to show that they are one person or thing within a group. For example, he is an Apple employee. She is a member of the club. We don't use a or an with uncountable plural nouns. For example, he was wearing a red socks is incorrect. He was wearing red socks is correct. She was making rice to go with the dinner is correct. She was making an rice to go with the dinner is incorrect. We also use a or an when we're trying to explain who someone is or what job they have. For example, my mother is a professor. Isabel is an artist. We use a or an with a singular noun to talk generally about something. We can also use these general statements to talk about all things of the same kind. For example, a man's best friend is his dog, meaning every man's best friend is his dog. Or a leopard can't change its spots, meaning all leopards are incapable of changing their spots. Let's talk about the article the. We use the article the when the person we're speaking to knows exactly what we are referring to. We do this for the following reasons. There is only one. For example, the Pope lives in Rome. The Queen of England is very old. We use the with a superlative adjective. A superlative adjective is used to describe an object at the upper or lower limit of quality. For example, the tallest, fastest, slowest, or highest. And we use the with a superlative adjective to show there is only one in that place or in that area. For example, we live in the house with the blue door, meaning there is only one house with a blue door. You'll find the folder on the desk, meaning there is only one folder on the desk. We also use the when referring to musical instruments. For example, a friend of mine plays the piano. I've always wanted to learn how to play the guitar. We use the with countries that have kingdom, states, or republic in the name. For example, I visited the United Kingdom in 2017. I've always wanted to see the United States. My sister spent 3 years in the Argentine Republic. We also use the with countries that have plural names. For example, the Bahamas is beautiful this time of year. My sister is on holiday in the Maldives. We use the with some mountains, but not when it has mount or mountain in the name. For example, we climbed Mount Olympus is correct. We climbed the Mount Olympus is incorrect. We use the before the name of rivers. For example, I walk past the River Thames every morning, or I'd love to sail on the River Severn. We use the in reference to newspapers. For example, I read the New York Times every morning. My favorite newspaper is The Guardian. My parents always read The Independent. And finally, we also use the for buildings or well-known pieces of art. For example, the Louvre or the Mona Lisa. We use it for hotels, such as the Hilton, for pubs, such as the Royal Oak, and for families, such as the Obamas. You'll find on the blog there are some exercises for you to complete, as well as the answers. As always, if you have any questions, you can post in the comments or send us a message over at Intrepid English. I'm Tom, Head of Content and Senior Teacher, and thank you for listening to this podcast.